All right, I'm live. Let's talk for a few minutes. I want to talk about how every time you think about how you can implement or integrate AI into your marketing, you get overwhelmed. I know, I know. You just got triggered just by me bringing it up. It's okay. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to help you. So, if this is your first time meeting me, my name is Monique James. I am a marketing strategist and an AI consultant, and I help small to medium sized business owners just like you learn how to use AI for marketing the right way. And when I say the right way, I mean aligned with your brand character, targeted and aimed at your intended customers, and developed in a system that support your consistent distribution of content. I want to talk about this because the overwhelm is real. The overwhelm is real. Every conversation that I have been having about AI, specifically in marketing, because that's what I do, business owners, those who are just getting started, those who are building, those who have been in business for a long time and trying to revamp their marketing, those who have in-house marketing support, those who are working with consistent marketing vendors. The overwhelm is real. And I feel like the overwhelm makes sense. The overwhelm can and should be expected when there is no strategy already in place, because it it's like trying to put the pieces of a puzzle together without knowing what the end picture is supposed to look like. You are just bum fumbling your way around a bunch of different random things with nowhere to start and no final destination. So I want to talk about that overwhelm, and I want to give you some tips to help you start thinking about what your strategy needs to include, what it needs to look like. I'm going to tell you about some resources that could help you, and I'm going to tell you about something else that I'm doing later this week that could also be beneficial. So, the overwhelm is real. AI is incredible. I love it. I'm in it every day, but it's not your strategy. Your marketing strategy is not AI. I know somebody might have told you that they were not telling you the truth. Listen to your friend Monique. That's not your strategy. AI is a tool that allows you to carry out the strategy. It is the hammer that helps you do the thing. It is the assistant. It is the accelerator. It is the force multiplier. It is not the strategy. And when you don't have a clear strategy, when you haven't solidified and identified what your goals are, when you don't know what makes your brand unique, when you aren't clear on your audiences, when you feel overwhelmed just by the thought of publishing across all of the channels, trying to keep up with all of the advice, AI just makes it worse. It does. It just makes it worse. And I don't want that for you. So let's talk about how I want you to start thinking about your marketing strategy high level. I talked about this in a previous broadcast, might have been the one right before this, where I shared how my experience as an event planner shapes my approach to designing marketing campaigns. I'm thinking like an event coordinator. I'm thinking about what I want an attendee coming to my event to experience as they're driving up to the venue. I'm thinking about when they get out of their car, how do I want them to feel? I'm thinking about when they get to the front door, what do I want them to see? What do I want them to hear during the event? What do I want them to experience? Do I want them to be confused or do I want them to be clear? Do I want them to feel awkward when they walk in the room or do I want them to feel welcomed? You see how all of that language, thinking like an event designer, allows me to look at a marketing campaign and plan it based on the user experience. And so if you're not thinking, holding in the front of your mind what your audience, what your intended customer, what your brand loyalists will experience, then you already wrong out the gate. You're already missing the mark out the gate because those people are going through an experience. And if you as the leader, as the person who is deciding that you want to be the one to escort them through a process that allows them to purchase a something that makes their lives better, and you are not considering their experience, now, friend, you can do better. And I'm here to help you. Thinking like an experienced designer allows me to hold my audience's experience at the top of mind as they're going through the journey. I'm not talking about the journey itself. I'm talking about the experience as they go through the journey, understanding that there is a journey that they are going through. And over the course of that journey, they have choices. They could choose your business or they could choose somebody else's business. And so you want their experience to be one that they will be proud, happy, excited, satisfied with having gone through, and willing to share it with somebody else, because that's how your business grows. Thinking like an experienced designer challenges you to look at all of the touch points. In journey mapping, touch points are a thing. What do they experience when they go to your website? What about when they read your emails? What about when they meet you in person? What about when they watch your videos? What about when they get your card? What about when they grab your flyer? What about when they see your ad? What about when you comment or not reply to their comments? All of those are touch points. All of those touch points make up the experience that follows, that supports, that aligns with the journey that they're going through. And you, as a marketer, have an opportunity to be the one that ushers them through that experience. That's how my event planning experience, I feel like I've been saying the word experience a lot. Just follow me. That shapes my approach to marketing campaigns. And that's why I challenge my clients and my audience, people like you watching this video, to change how you think about those people. Respect them enough to be intentional about their experience with your brand. Honor their dollars enough to be intentional about their experience with your brand. That's my challenge to you. Small business owners, you need more than just a big team. Because here, the truth is, the businesses that have the big marketing budgets and have the big teams, they also have the capacity to recover from poor strategy. They literally can afford to have gaps in their strategy because they can make it up with spending. Small to medium-sized business owners do not. And so there is a greater urgency, a greater necessity to have your strategy together so that you can ensure that every dollar you spend, every minute, every hour of every day that you invest is not wasted. You simply cannot afford to post random content that's not aligned with attracting, converting, or retaining demand for your offers. You simply cannot afford to be distracted by every single trend and every new channel. You simply cannot afford it. You have to be intentional. You have to be strategic. You have to sometimes kick overwhelm to the curb and get yourself and your marketing team the support that you know you need, so you can tap into the technology that allows you to stay on the cutting edge of your industry and keep being the leader that your audience is looking for. So I said this to a business owner in a workshop recently. If you are confused, if you are overwhelmed by AI, by the content, by the customer, like all of this stuff, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It just means you need a map. That's it. You just need a map. And the good thing is, you know people who have maps that can help you figure this out. In 90 minutes, I can help you clarify a fundamental, foundational strategy for your brand, marketing strategy for your brand, and help you identify where AI can can step in, can be plugged in, and help you redeem your time, help you get more out of what you're spending, help you be consistently consistent. I can help you do that in 90 minutes with my content strategy laser session. I have GPTs, tools that I've built that will help you, like a consultant would, like I would, not just any consultant, I'm talking about me, and guide you through the process of discovering, developing your brand identity, fully fleshed out, of building out your customer personas, their buying influences, what their motivations, even your anti customer persona. So you know the red flags to avoid. There, I have a tool that can help you plan your content month to month to month, aligned with your offer and the journey of your intended customer. You know people who have maps. I'm challenging you to step into the role that you're already saying you occupy, and that's leader. I'm challenging you to step into that because that's what your brand needs. If you are watching this and you are one of those business owners who is overwhelmed by the thought, like even when people say it, your eyes just glaze over because you're like, nope, it's too much. Or you are completely anti because it feels too big for you to understand. It feels too big to grasp. I'm here to tell you there is room. There are resources available. There is support available. All you have to do is opt in. So if you are ready to move forward with the strategy, hit me up wherever you're watching this. The link for my content strategy laser session will be included. And if you're watching this and you're like, now I'm still not really sure how you can work for me. You're also saying, Monique, you did a very great job of explaining this. I'm still not sure. I got you for that too. This week, later this week, at the time of this live, I will be on a panel with the business navigators titled The Rise of AI for Solopreneurs. Myself and three other fabulous speakers will be talking about how if you are a team of one, I mean, if you're not a team of one, it could also help you too. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. But especially if you're a team of one and you feel like you know you need support, you know you need help, but you're not ready yet to start investing in team members. And so you want to figure out how you can get started using AI to help you. This conversation will be for you. I will post the link for that in the comments attached to this video as well. Here's the thing. Bottom line up front, but not really. Strategy first before everything. Strategy first before AI. Strategy first before social media trend. Strategy first. Always think about your marketing like a user experience designer. Tap into the emotions that you want those people to feel when they read your emails, buy your stuff, when they meet you in person. What do you want them to feel? And then reverse engineer that with your marketing. Okay, I am done. Thank you all for tuning in. If you have questions on whatever platform you happen to be watching this, drop it in the comments. I'm nice sometimes. I'll answer your questions. I will answer your questions. Laser session, if you're ready for that 90-minute intensive support, the Business Navigators webinar series, jump on, sign up if you need the help. Like, let's stop. Let's do better. Let's just do better. Let's just stop. Let's get off of this content for the sake of content hamster wheel and start thinking about connection, because you recognize that that is what your audience needs right now. All right, I'm gone. Talk to you later. Bye.